Michael Son.
I thought it was his elbow for a second, the way he was grabbing it just below his bicep, but who knows?
Yeah.
Hopefully, I've seen so many lat problems this year. Guys going down with pulled lats. That's the one thing with it getting cooler now this time of year. You do not need him to go down right now.
There's the 0-1 to Condor, foul tip, and that's the voice of the one, the only Mariners Hall of Famer, Jay Buhner. Chopper, good to see you, pal.
It's good to be seen. How are you guys?
Good.
Feels like playoff atmosphere right here. Agreed. With the crowd.
Yeah.
And the temperatures. So I love the buzz in the ballpark, man.
Oh, it's a good one.
12 games to go. You got to love it.
We were just talking about it with Martin, and we saw him hurting a little bit, but it's that time of the year. You
get in that Advil jar.
You get out there, right? It doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Put a Band-Aid on it, whatever it takes, because this time of year, as you guys know,
if you can possibly go, you go.
Yeah, because who knows when it can happen again.
Right.
I mean, this is what you work so hard for in the offseason. Unfortunately, injuries happen, but yeah, if you can suck it up for the last 12.
Saunders is gone. He's on an 0 for 15.
I'll tell you what, he was an all-star in my opinion.
Well,
first half of the year.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, unbelievable.
He hit for average, hit for power.
What happened?
He ended up hurting his knee.
All these guys got beat up, it looks like.
So that makes it tough when you can't run. And that's the reason why he didn't start in last night's ball game.
I was talking to Donaldson about that. I said, what happened to you guys? He said, well, good pitching. Guys are hurt, and it's just baseball.
Good pitching is right. That's what the Mariners have been running into, and it's not going to get any easier.
No.
Especially with the next 2 nights, and then you're going into Houston. I mean, Minnesota, who knows? I mean, what do they got to play for? Be a spoiler? That's scary.
That is. And you'll probably see some guys that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
And Oakland did a number on Kansas City last week. Remember that, Mike, when they blew them out? They outscored them about 5-1 in those 4 games, it seemed.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than going to the bullpen and bringing in 6 different guys every inning if you have to.
A bleeder by Pilar, base hit.
Pilar is the one that started some issues for the Mariners last night with Taijuan Walker on the mound. It was a swinging bunt. And now a little flare down the line. Pretty good breaking ball, 77 miles an hour off the outside corner.
And with his wheels, don't be surprised if he tries to get himself in scoring position.
Well, he got 2 last night. Yeah. He's got some motor out there. There's no doubt about that. Here is Carrera, Ezekiel Carrera now, the left fielder. Mariners got a double play to get Kuma out of the second. In position to try to do it again.
I'll tell you what, it's good to see all the fans in the seats, because I watched the Orioles game yesterday a little bit, and they are playing for the playoffs as well, and there was nobody in the ballpark.
And they're playing Boston.
Nobody.
They had 18 and change, and I was listening to a report today. More than 2/3 of that 18,000 were Red Sox fans.
I mean, that's just because it shocked me, because Oriole fans normally, I mean, that was always sold out. It's very surprising.
Seager in about a half step on the grass at third for Carrera.
I know everybody at home can hear what's going on. Pretty amazing. It's been a long time since this buzz was in this city.
It's a good sound.
I love it. Oh,
off the fist. Are you kidding?
Finding holes, man. That's what happens when you put it in play. You move it forward, things can happen. They used to say hit it like you throw it, but I don't know.
Tell you what, the length of those 2 hits might be about 100 feet.
Well, Pilar off the end of the bat, and this right here is just a saw blade right in on his hands.
He didn't even hit it hard enough to break the bat.
Oh, well, look at the ball spinning sideways like a top.
Yeah.
Blue Jays with 1 out, have runners at first and second. We get back to the top of the order, and Devin Travis.
I like this kid.
He's having a good year. Comes in the game hitting .311 with 10 home runs.
He swings it.
The scary thing, when you look at that, and you look down, you see 16-game hitting streak. Kuma's got to be real good here. Big swing and miss.
Yeah, but he's got that double play pitch too. That'll shut him up in a hurry.
7 of 10 first pitch strikes. It's a good way to roll. John Gibbons, his second tour of duty with these Blue Jays. He was with him from 03 to 08. Come on, long low.
Not going to get hurt there. That's great location right there.
Mike, you and I talk about all the time. One thing about Kuma, he gets in a situation like this, he is not going to speed up.
No, I think if anything,
measured.
Yeah, he's going to slow things down, and he's really going to go to his off-speed pitches. That last pitch, a good pitch, fastball on the inside corner after the cutter away.
He's ahead here, 0-2. And then a nice scramble. Well done.
Ooh, that's a heck of a play, especially in a big game like this. It's kind of nice to say that, isn't it? In a big game like this.
We've been saying that. We keep Mike and I every day. Dude, they're in it. It's nice to be here. This is awesome.
And everybody's like, oh, they lost this. I mean, good pitching, man. Good pitching.
That kid was on last night. That was a fine game.
You're going to face the best down the stretch, which is, they're going to earn it, that's for sure. Makes it so much more rewarding, too.
Kuma trying to get out of trouble here. 2 on, 1 out. Best threat so far by Toronto.
I'll slow him down a little bit.
You're talking about the crowd I mentioned earlier. I spoke with Justin Smoke yesterday. He said at their hotel they could barely eat breakfast.
I heard they had to leave. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people were all over.
I guess the coaching staff had to leave and come to the ballpark and eat at the ballpark. It got so crazy.
There's Smokey. Tulowitzki. Big 1-2 pitch here. Swinging and a miss. Got him to chase. Kuma's third strikeout. 2 outs here in the 3rd inning.
86 miles an hour off the outside corner.
I agree, guys, though. He is slowing the game down, making them go at his pace,
and
giving 2 looks at second, too, not falling into a rut at second base with the runners.
And he always seems to back off of everything when he's on his pitches, too. Hitters over anxious. You saw it right there.
Yep. Let them get themselves out. A little bit like the Mariners have been doing lately with some of these thumbers that these guys have been throwing at them. So
there's Donaldson. Rounded out to short. Ball 1. Another big year for Donaldson. 34 homers, 93 runs batted in, just outside the top 10 in runs batted in. Does lead the league in runs scored at 114. Second in walks at 100.
I was going to say, he must be getting his walks now. And a Gold Glove third baseman, not bad for a kid that broke in as a catcher, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
1-1.
That changed lanes right at the last second, didn't it?
And you're not going to do much with that pitch in that location.
Not Josh. He's looking to do damage right now until he gets 2 strikes.
Second year for Donaldson with the Blue Jays. Mike, you and I talked about it before. Why the heck did Billy Beane trade him? Man, oh man.
How's his knees feeling too on that turf?
That turf's a little bit better than from when you played.
Boy, I tell you what, though, turf's.
Oh, it's bad, no question.
Oh man, the lower back and the knees.
And as far as that trade goes, Dave, I haven't heard anybody come up with a real good answer.
Thank you very much. Because there isn't one. 1-1 here to Donaldson, MVP last year.
Hey, good for him, right? To get out of there.
Another good pitch by Iwakuma. He's got the edge right now, 1-2.
It goes to the point that you were talking about earlier, Dave, and that fastball 90 miles an hour right in the middle of the plate. And to the hitter, to Donaldson, I bet it looks every bit at 94, 95, and it's because of all those off-speed pitches and having that split in the back of your mind.
And the pace.
How much is it as a hitter, his going so slowly? From your vantage point, I was talking to Mike about this last week.
You got to make sure that you're not grinding on release point for a long period of time, because your mind can only focus for a certain amount of time. So you got to make sure you're kind of just checking before you lock back into it.
Good stop by Iannetta.
So you got to try to relax, continue to breathe, continue to make sure you're not choking sawdust out of the handle.
Right.
That's why I'm a little bit surprised that you don't see more hitters step out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but once you're, they want to get locked in, they want to hit runners in scoring position, but still they're still kind of looking at what's going on, and then right when he comes to set, and then they lock to the release.
Gotcha. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on.
Little cat and mouse. You're going to take your time. I'm going to take my time. Step out, step out. And then everybody starts booing.
Well, here we go. 2-2 to Donaldson.
Oh, give it to him. Oh, give it to him. Come on, he's been living there. Give it to him.
Wow. Full count. Paul Maurer, home plate umpire.
He deserves the love.
Pretty good breaking ball right at the bottom of the strike zone.
Heck of a take, because you can't hit it, right?
Yeah, that was the look on his face, right?
He's tipping his cap right there. And then hopefully staying in the game, but maybe not staying in the game. What am I saying? Hopefully get kicked out again. Take one of the weapons out of the middle of that lineup.
Just as soon get this out, because you don't want to face Encarnacion with the bases loaded or worse. Huge pitch here. Time to rock and roll. 3-2 pitch. Iwakuma deals.
Oh,
strike 3 called it down.
Look at that. There's that little hidden
Iwakuma
shedder.
pitches out of trouble. Strikes out the side. Strands 2.